I really like their team a lot. I liked their team a lot last year, and the record indicated that. Um, I really have a great deal of respect for their organization, and most importantly, you got to have that one guy that's really good, and they got that one guy that's really good, and he's got some really good players around him also. And now they went out and signed one of the best players in hockey, in John Tavares. They're going to be tough, and they're well coached, and you can tell and you can sense that as an organization, they're not going to be satisfied without going far in the playoffs. I would personally love to see an Edmonton-Toronto final, selfishly. It would be exciting for everybody. 2 years ago was so exciting with a young group that came together. We got within one game of the conference final, and it was so much fun to be around. The city was electric. We hadn't had that sort of feeling in a long time. And last year, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And ultimately, you got to be good defensively. You got to be a disciplined team. And for us, our penalty killing has to be better. Our defensive posture, our defensive play has to be much better. We know we're capable of scoring a lot of goals with guys like Draisaitl and obviously Connor. But we have to become a better defensive team if we're going to expect to contend in the West. You have so many good teams. You know, there's probably 11 or 12 legitimate teams that can make the playoffs. And if you get into any one of the 1 through 8, history has proven now that you can get to a Stanley Cup final. So the tough part, though, is being one of those 8 and not the 9, 10, or 11th. Well, first of all, they've got to get their confidence back. You know, I don't care what sport you're in or what athlete you are, confidence goes a long way in every sport. And so we lost, obviously, a little bit of confidence last year in my mind. We weren't a group that played with that sort of swagger that we had the year before. We started the year, Leon Draisaitl played and had a concussion the first 25 or 30 games. Connor was sick for 20 games and lost 15 pounds. And then we went through some injuries on defense, and then Cam got hurt, our goaltender was hurt, and then he tried to play through it, and he got worse as far as his injury goes. So hopefully all that's behind us, and hopefully that, from what I'm hearing now, there's a much more positive attitude, and the people going forward are excited about this season. And I think it's important that we come out with a good start. I think it's imperative that we come out with a good start, and I think we will. And I've said this privately, and I've said it publicly to Connor. When you win 3 Stanley Cups and a couple MVPs, then you put yourself on the same pedestal as a guy like Crosby. Now that Alex has won a Stanley Cup, the ultimate goal is to win a Stanley Cup. And everyone can debate who the best player in the game is. We're proud of Connor, and we think he's the best player in the game. But there's still guys out there that have some sort of statistic and records that he's still chasing down. But Connor's a winner. He works hard. He's going to become a champion one day. And I'm excited the fact that he's part of the Edmonton Oilers. I love it.